What's going on YouTube? Kyle coming at you with some actual DN this time. This is for a war duel thing that some of my friends made a DN team, so now we do war duels and shit. And here's the first war duel that I participated in. So anyway, I usually always pick rock for rock paper scissors. So if you want to beat me rock paper scissors, pick pick paper. But if you pick rock too many times, I end up picking scissor, and when you pick paper, so don't do that. Anyway, he says 3 back row. I'm just gonna duality because I have T-King in hand. I'm gonna take the Rhoda because I don't know what my opponent's playing yet. Obviously, it's gonna be in the title. You're gonna find he's playing heroes. But yeah, for some reason my laptop just went dark, like it got unplugged or something. I don't know. That's weird. Anyway, I get Stratos. He's gonna bottomless. I'm like, alright, I get effect anyway, so it doesn't fucking matter. Actually, I don't end up going Ryo though. I don't know why I don't end up summoning Ryo. I've set 2. He's gonna MSC my bottomless, which is fine because he has no monsters. And then he banishes my Stratos because I forgot to from the bottomless. So right here, do I heavy here? No, I summon Alias. No, I summon Thunder King here. And I think he lets it go through and ends up deprisoning it, if I remember correctly. Yeah, he deprisons it because that's what Ryo does, right? He deprisons. So I'm gonna set the warning, and it'll be good to go. And he's just gonna draw and pass. So I'm going to see what people are talking about, and that's my friend. He's like, you should do LP of all the mainstream Pokemon games. Whatever. He's gonna Tori, and I don't have the Spark, so you know, it's whatever. So I'm gonna set the Hero Blast here, I believe, or do I wait till next turn? Yeah, I set it here. And he's gonna heavy storm this turn. Now, well, I believe it's this turn. No, maybe it's next turn. I MSD his back row, and I stupidly I don't set the Super Poly. I don't think, because I'm a good kid. I hope I'm a good kid. I just had this duel like 5 minutes ago. I lied, like 3 hours ago. But I shouldn't set the Super Poly, because if I do, I'm a fucking scrub. Obviously, you all know I'm a scrub right now, but you know, it's whatever. Everybody on YouTube knows I'm a fucking scrub. Alright, no, I'm not that big of a scrub. I don't set the Super Poly. So, now is where he heavies. And I remember this specifically because he tries to argue with me that when I Hero Blast, I have to have a target. No, fuck, it's not here, damn it! You know, summon Stratos, and I'm gonna know warning. So, now I set a Super Poly because I have 2, and I'm just like, if he heavies, he's got the heavy. Like, what am I gonna do? So, now he heavies, and I'm like, alright, I'll chain, you know, my Hero Blast. And then he's like, no, you can't. You have to destroy a monster. I'm like, what? No, I don't. I think I know how to play the deck. I've been playing this deck for 2 years. Not only that, I hate to be that guy, but I'm also a Konami judge, so I think I would know rulings. I think it's like 1 sec. He's like, alright, yeah, it's good. Because I went to the Watcher's chat to see if my friends did anything. And then one of my friends said, he was like, he probably knows the ruling. He probably just tried to get one over on you because he was probably going to lose that game. And, yeah. So, eventually he's like, yeah, it's fine. And I'm just like, alright, I know it's fine because I know that's how things work. So he's going to summon Bubble Man, Miracle. I think he's going to end up summoning another Bubble Man. No, that doesn't make sense. He's going to get Ab-Zero, but I have the Super Poly, so it's fine. And, I'm going to take 600, and he's going to set a back row. Or 2 back row. So I think I heavy storm now. Yeah, I storm the board. And I summon Alias, or I set Alias. No, I set Alias, I set Super Poly. Because I know that if he gets another monster, he's going to summon it, and then I'll just Super Poly. But here I was thinking, I was like, well, if I Super Poly, I have to go into 0, even though I really don't want to. But 0 is like the only thing that I can actually go into. To take care of his board, unless he gets a monster. And he dualities, and he's going to get E-Call, like I thought he would, off the thing, because he's trying to go for damage. I honestly wouldn't go for the E-Call. I'd probably go for the Gemini Oh no, he might not have had a hero in graveyard for Alias. And here's just gonna scoop after I show him Super Poly. So he's like, fuck it, game 2. And I'm gonna let you know right now, game 2, I played fucking terrible because I'm the worst player ever. So, I'm gonna side up my Veilers, obviously. And this isn't the build I actually play in when I'm actually playing Yu-Gi-Oh. So I'm only at 40 cards, where my actual deck I'm at 41. So I got kind of thrown off by that a little bit. I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. But yeah, I throw in 2 Cyber Dragons, 3rd D Prison. I took out an MST, took out both Veilers. Put in another Snowman. I took out. Did I take out the Crusaders? No, I took out my Hero Blast, because I don't remember why I took out Hero Blast. Oh, it's because I'm only running 1. So I feel like there's no point in me keeping it in. I'd rather have the 3rd D Prison if I'm only going to run 1 Hero Blast. So I meant deciding something else, but I forgot what it was that I think I ended up doing in the next War Duel. So he's gonna set 4 and set Snowman Eater. I'm reading the Snowman Eater because 1, I just drew it myself, 2, it's game 2, and you're playing a Hero Mirror match, so why the fuck not, you know. So I'm gonna get the Judgment because limited cards are limited. Even though Super Poly is looking kind of nice, and that's like the best card fucking ever. That's my ultimate out card to pretty much everything. I'm gonna set my Snowman, I'm gonna set Bottomless and set Judgment, because I know he's not gonna Storm. It's fine, I know he's not gonna Storm. So he's gonna E-Call, and I don't think he ends up summoning Stratos. No, he does, but I Bottomless it. Because I want him to have less Shining targets. Even though, you know, I could just use that for the Shining, but that's, you know, 1 less beater on board to activate my Snowman Eater. So I draw for turn, and I just draw and pass, because there's no reason for me to do anything. And here I make the fucking most retarded play. I set the Super Poly, and I set the 2nd Snowman, and as soon as I clicked end turn, I'm like, wait, that's a fucking bad play, because what if he has a Dark Hole? But his, you know, his back row are full. But he's just like, flip Snowman. I'm like, alright. Then he goes, you know, Torrential. And I'm like, well, fuck me, eh? Because that's what I get for setting 2 fucking Snowmen at one time. But, you know, it's whatever. I have the Super Poly. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah. Here I'm going to Rhoda, I believe. Do I? Yeah, I fucking Rhoda. But I think I get Alias. I should get Alias because I have a Gemini Spark in hand. But I probably end up getting Stratos because I want a plus. But I usually don't end up getting Stratos. Oh no, I Heavy Storm here. No, he's gonna Starlight Road. Because I have a plan. I'm going to Super Poly him, and that was a really bad play. Cause now I've just got my Gemini Spark. If I still ran Draco Knight, that would be alright. And then he's just gonna, you know, Bottomless my thing. So I'm like, alright, so I'm in Stratos now. He's like, Bottomless? I'm like, sure. I'll just, you know, get my search anyway and be on my merry way. But now that I warning, he's the fucking better player. He gets my Judgment with the MST. That wasn't really that big of a deal because, you know, it's only 1 back row. There's like Miracle Fusion. I'm like, no, those Monster Reborn. I'm sorry, but this duel I didn't really have any pictures. So right here, this wasn't really much of a misplay, but I'm noticing only has 1 back row, 1 card in hand, and I'm gonna set the D Prison. It's fine. Oh wait, that might be a different duel I'm thinking of. No, it's this duel, because he Heavy Storms his own fucking Judgment so he can go Bubble Man and draw 2. And he stats 1, he has 1 card in hand. Now, I have the Dark Hole, and I'm like, alright, that's gotta be a Super Poly. That's like the best thing he could have right now, Super Poly. If he has Warning, whatever. But I'm like, Super Poly, it's fucking Super Poly. But I'm like, you know what? It might not be Super Poly, there's other more threatening things. So I'm going to summon my Crusader without Dark Holing, and I'm going to go attack, and he's like, fucking Super Poly. And my whole thought process was of not Dark Holing. I believe the whole process was that even if it's not a Super Poly, or even if it was, he could just summon his own monster next turn, another monster next turn, assuming he had one. And yeah, but I really should have just Dark Holed. I mean, that probably wasn't the best play, but I lose this turn now. I just lose because fucking dicks. And I didn't scoop yet. I don't know why. Now I scoop. I'm like, alright, game 3. And here is where I put in the other 2 cards. Oh yeah, I put in my Torrentials because those help me make Shining miss timing. And I'm going to end up taking out a Gemini Spark and a Crusader. Now, I don't really like doing that, but surprisingly it works out decently well. Because I was running 4 for 3, and now I'm running 3 for 2, target-wise. So I'm like, alright, this should work out better. And it actually has been working out. Granted, I don't know if that's the most optimal play to do, but you know, it's been working out, so it's whatever. So I get to go first, which I fucking desperately really wanted to do. I'm gonna e-call for Stratos, I believe, and then I'm going to Duality and summon Ryo. I mainly did that because I can get 2 searches off, and I take a Super Poly here. Yeah, I definitely take a Super Poly here, because that makes him scared to summon a monster, even though, yeah, it makes him scared. I'm gonna summon Ryo, I'm gonna set the D prison. Now this is important, because he's thinking that's a Super Poly, but I do this shit all the time. I fucking summon, you know, a monster, and then Duality for a card, then don't set it. And here, I know that's a D prison. I know for a fact that's a D prison, because, you know, he set one and ended. Now, here, I'm like, oh, top deck MST, I'm the fucking better player. So I'm like, MST D prison, I'm like, alright, attack the Snowman Eater. I think I even type it to my friend Chimpact, or that's, no. I type it to one of my friends, I'm like, this is a fucking Snowman Eater. I'm like, oh, it wasn't Snowman. And he heavy storms because he thought there was Super Poly. So he gets rid of my D prison. And he's just gonna go Blade Armor, and I'm like, no, he doesn't go Blade Armor. Oh right, because I have Ryo on board, that's why. So yeah, now that Heavy Storm is gone, I'm just gonna fucking set the fuck out of my back row. No, I'm not actually. Why did I do that? Oh wait, he Judgments my Stratos because he knows I have the Super Poly. So I'm like, yeah, so I'm going to Rhoda for this card that my friends get mad at me because I run, but Photon Thrasher puts in so much fucking work. I run one of him because it gets over 19 defenders such as Snowman Eater, and it baits out the Ryo negation. And since he used Heavy Storm, I have no fear setting my back row now. He's gonna Rhoda, and even if he does get a beater on board, I'm just going to, I can Super Poly it, and I have Warning. So he just Special Stratos adds it to his hand, and I'm just like, no, Warning, get the shit out of here. So I'm gonna draw for turn. I top deck another Warning, which is fucking great, and I'm gonna set the Warning, pass. Yeah, MST's my fucking Duality, and not a single fuck was given that day. I'm like, alright, I really don't know what he was trying to accomplish there, but yeah, I'm pretty sure he scoops now. But yeah, that'll be it for this duel. You guys know the deal.